Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 441 if you're a Mind Mastery member. So that's all the plus extensions of coaching, as in you get to ask me questions and really get exactly what you want, like the core issue finder to get the hidden cores, the complete confidence mastery program, which is epic, as well as many others, and it's all for you at josephclough.info/mindmastery, or if you are just a free podcast listener, it is episode 348. I hope you're doing absolutely brilliant today. Now, the thing is, right, I haven't been able to do a podcast for a little bit because my dad came over from England, so I wanted to spend some time with him. I also had some other work I had to do. And then we flew up to San Francisco to say goodbye to them because they took up a trip to Big Sur up to San Francisco. And then our flights got cancelled. Oh no, that is not cool at all. So we took the epic journey back by car in about 9.5 hours because of traffic. That was a little bit tedious. But you know what? It was pretty cool as well. And it kind of really goes into today's episode because, actually, let's go straight into it, right? Tomorrow I'm doing before I get into it, tomorrow I'm actually running my 4-day retreat here in San Diego. 4 people come to my home and we get to just spend 4 days to let go of things. So that might be something that you want to be a part of in the future. I haven't got any dates for the future one yet, but when I do, I will let you all know. And in this episode, it's all about, I don't know, it's an interesting one. It's something that I was listening to. I heard my good friend speak, Russell Brunson. Now, Russell Brunson is a really profound entrepreneur, like multi-millionaire, and he provides a great service for people, and he embraces it. He gives away a lot of money, and he was really saying about there's almost like 3 levels of people sometimes. Now, even if you are one of these types of people, it's okay. There's not a criticism, there's not a rant or anything like that. This is like a wake-up opportunity because I love and respect you so much. I do not want to keep you stuck, right? I want you to embrace and transform and be the change you want to be in the world. So he was saying about, like, we've got the one level. If you consider when we were very young, you may have gone to preschool or a kindergarten or like a babysitter or a play group of some sort, depending where you are in the world. And of course, in that situation, you don't have to do anything. Like, everything is taken care of for you. Like, people provide you the toys, the games, cleaning you up, feeding you, and really, you're there to just enjoy the moment. And that's okay, right? I mean, for a child or for a baby, absolutely great. That's what you need. But some people can almost fall into that as an adult. Now, what do I mean by that? It really goes into the which side of the equation are we on? Are we on the success side or the reasons and excuses side? You see, many people, because of life experiences, begin to make judgments. They make decisions, but because X, Y, and Z has happened, maybe over and over again, maybe from severe trauma, and that's why I totally get why we do this, and maybe why you're in this situation, that we have reasons for staying stuck. We have our past experiences telling us so, and this will happen in the future. And it just reaffirms why we are like we are. And sometimes because of that, the byproduct is simply people start to do things for us. Like, maybe it could be the state, it could be society, it could be our friends, it could be our family. And trust me, if this is you, you'll know this. And it's okay. It's not an issue. It's not a problem. It is a problem, but the fact, if you become conscious of this, you can start to make a shift in your consciousness. So many people in this place, if it is like you, if it's not, that's great as well. It's good to know so you don't get complacent. You get into a place where you expect people to do things for you. You expect the person to change. You expect the economy to change. You expect your boss to change. You expect for people to keep giving you things for free because it's all that you've been used to. Okay? And when you get down to that level, you're just like, gimme, 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 without really putting in the effort. And like I said, we become complacent. It becomes second nature, and it is the most comfortable, uncomfortable place ever because you are totally disempowered. You will not feel happy when everyone does everything for you. Trust me, you do not get any sense of achievement, inner fulfillment, passion, or pride when we go about that way. Now, like I said, it's okay to a degree if you're there, if you're waking up to this. So if you keep on laying blame on the people in your life, society, or the partner, or food, or the phobia, or the past traumatic stress that you've been in, or the situation, the significant emotional events, if you keep on putting blame there, you will stay the same, and really you'll be like that child. And it's fun, it's comfortable to a degree, but you don't have freedom. You can't do anything for yourself. So number one, be aware of that if you're in that place. Now the second idea was really like about college. Like we work at college, and if you're like me, kind of dropped out, got a few C's at GCSE level, I think that'd be like high school, and lots of D's, and in England we have E's and then F's. I got a lot of those ones where you expect having sometimes, once again, not necessarily you, but you expect once you've gone to university or college that we are owed something. Like we should expect to get a job. We should expect we put in some hard work, and now just like once again, we're expecting something. Where, of course, many people do not expect. They actually hustle down, take responsibility, create an opportunity, and do whatever it takes to get the job and passion of their career. I mean, there's always things out there, always opportunities. But sometimes, once again, we get complacent in that environment. We get complacent and get on that effect side of life. And we should be like handed something. And I get it. Makes sense. In an ideal world, it would be nice to have those things. But once again, it takes away a lot of your personal power. Your empowerment comes from within. And then you may even, for example, go into mind mastery. You may get your own coach. You might get me as your coach. You might get me as your mentor. You might get someone else. You might get a therapist. You might get a counselor. You might go on the retreat, for example. Now, once again, I could provide you with a 100% rock-solid strategy. Resolve your conflicts. But if you don't, once again, take action, inspired action, like Neville Goddard said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and then act upon it with conviction. So you may have the solution right before your eyes. You might have the program, the system, the person. But if you're not willing to carry that through out of class time or school time or learning time, we're not going to get anywhere. Let me give you a scenario. You hire a personal trainer or you go to the gym, but then when you leave it and you just disregard the personal trainer's food planner, you just eat pizza, donuts, all the wine you can have, are you going to expect the transformation in your body that you want? Of course not. You can't expect a personal trainer to do the work for you. Unless you get them to be your chef, unless they're going to spoon feed you, make sure you're doing all the other activities. You're never going to get there, right? So the whole idea of this is that there are so many opportunities around you. There are so many strategies out there which will work for you, but if we continue down the route of just expecting for someone else to change us without having tried everything, let's put it this way, right? I want you to try everything that feels good. I don't necessarily want you to do all the things that you hate because it doesn't make the change or it doesn't feel good and you're probably going to self-sabotage. But if you really want to make a change in your health and relationships, you have to try everything and do everything and make this a lifestyle. Like eating should be a healthy lifestyle, right? It's something that you do each and every day. Like, as I was saying, I was coming back from San Francisco on You say a plane ride that got cancelled. On the car journey, 9.5 hours. What am I going to do in that time? It's a perfect opportunity for me to learn. So I listened to things which allowed me to be joyful, expand my consciousness, and upgrade myself. For another example, when it comes to taking responsibility is, I remember a specific lady who came to see me who was in a physically abusive relationship. Now, she was just mentally abusive. And she was coming to see me for low self-esteem. So I worked with her, and we got her to feel worthy and good enough in just like 2 sessions. Really simple, really easy stuff to do, and it just happened. Now, she had a choice. She could go back to that same partner, and it will be technically like her having a broken arm, me fixing it, being like the doctor, the surgery kind of thing, putting the plaster there, and then just tapping away or just banging that plaster into a wall consciously. You'd never do that. You'd rest it, you'd cultivate it, you'll learn, you'd build it up, go to rehabilitation, get stronger than ever because of it. But you wouldn't expect that client of mine to go back into an abusive relationship when she has the total self-worth. So hopefully that's another analogy for you. I want you just to really wake up to the fact that you have everything in you, and that's why I'm so passionate about you personally. I know you have all the resources. I know you have the ability, the capabilities, the potentialities all within you. But if you're not willing to take action, if you're not willing to take that massive inspired action, if you're not willing to put in the time, if you think of the athletes, the best athletes, they go to their coaching session or they work with their team and then they stay after hours, either studying the game, practicing physically until they become the best to get the best results. So ask yourself, are you putting in the effort, the time that will equate to the happiness that you really desire and deserve? If they do not match, if your output is not matching your outcome, then you're not going to get there, right? You're just not going to get there. Now, there's 2 things you can do that. You can be at peace with being like that, staying the same, remaining the same, staying stuck, and that's okay. I mean, some people will do that, and that's something that I never want to do or anyone to go through, but once again, I can't make people change in that way. But you can be the other person where you go, do you know what, Joseph? You're right. I haven't been putting necessarily all the attention into my success as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as a husband, as a wife, as an employee, as a confident person I want to be. I haven't been putting that time in. I haven't tried everything, despite feeling broken or unfixed. Well, I still haven't tried everything, so it cannot mean I'm broken because I haven't tried everything, right? I haven't tried all the solutions. I haven't invested that time, so therefore I'm going to do whatever it takes. So take this as like a wake-up call. I really wanted to kind of speak to you and go, look, I believe in you so much. I want you to transform. I want you to transcend your consciousness so you attract what you want on autopilot with ease. Without stress. It might be a challenge, but at ease within that challenge. Without struggle, without stress, without belittling yourself, without trauma, without inappropriate emotions and the overwhelming emotions, without the negative self-talk, without all that stuff. I want more ease in your life. And you can have ease by taking action. You can have that contentment by beginning to recognize how you are right now and is it really matching what you want in life. If you're not matching it, on the other hand, if you're just thinking positive things and not acting on it, you're not matching it. If you're just taking action but you're not cultivating your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, you're not going to get there either. It's got to be a 10 by 10. 10 output for your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs, and then a 10 out of 10 for your output, your actions, your behaviors, your strategies. If you do not know the strategy, keep on searching. Keep on searching for them. If my strategies aren't resonating with you. I mean, don't just take the free podcast. It's just free, right? You're just going to get some level there. I mean, it's how I try to help people who cannot afford it. But if you can afford it, find another strategy like mind mastery, like a retreat, like a one-to-one session, whether it's with me or someone else. I don't really need clients. Like, I actually turn down clients. So it's not coming from scarcity whatsoever. I just want you to change. So realize, my wonderful friend, do not be living in that kind of playgroup, nursery, babysitter role, because that is not who you are. You are so much more profound from that. You are not your reasons. You are not your excuses. Do not just rely on having got the certificate and therefore you should get everything you want. It's not how it works. Even if you have a coach, do not just think that you just listen to them and then you just do nothing. You're never going to get that. Realize that you can inspire, conspire, and really get your mind and body into alignment if you do the work. So take responsibility, try more, be more, learn and absorb in each and every moment, and you, my friend, will profoundly transform your life, and you will be like one of those successes that I hear from every single day who are stepping up. It happens. It's not a coincidence. It's not random, and it's not a one-off. If someone else out there can do it, and there are hundreds, even thousands of people who are listening to this who have done it, yet they're still educating themselves, means that you can too. I believe in you, so let's go ahead and make this happen right now. Once again, if you want to be a part of Mind Mastery, go to josephclough.info/mindmastery. If you want to be able to get on a retreat, sadly, I haven't got one ready for you right now. We're just starting tomorrow, but be aware that if you go to josephclough.com, I'm sure you can sign up to my newsletter there and be I might actually put an email out soon just saying, like, if you want to be a part of the next retreat. I have like a little waiting list because, like I said, this one was only 4 people. Next one's going to be 6 people. Maybe 8 at the most, but probably just 6. But yeah, you can always sign up to the newsletter, and hopefully you'll be one of the lucky ones to come and join me in San Diego. Hang people all over the world to come to see this event because it's profound, right? So have the most wonderful day. I look forward to speaking to you on a future podcast. Many thanks and goodbye.